Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the classic game console Nintendo 64. The Nintendo 64 is a game console that came out in the mid 90s. It was a big hit when it first came out, and I think is making a little bit of comeback in 2017 in today's era. So let's get into it. Okay, the first thing about the console here is the buttons on the top of the on the game console. You got the on and off switch. You have a reset button, and you have this memory expansion area right here. This is a memory expansion pack. This just allows you to save and continue your games. Also, there are some games that won't allow you to play unless you have that, but most of the Nintendo 64s these days already have that in there, so that shouldn't be a problem. The next thing is this is the game slot right here. This is where you put in the games that you're trying to play, like so. This is Mario 64. It's a very popular game on Nintendo 64. But yeah, you just put it in the slot, and then you hear a little click and push it down. You know that the game is ready to be played once you push it all the way down. Next thing I want to get into is the controller of the 64. This is your basic Nintendo 64 controller. They all come in different colors and sizes and shapes. This is the one that you'll see most, though. It's just your typical gray one. It has the analog here, start button, B, A button. You have your C buttons up here, D-pad, and then your right bumper, left bumper. And on the back of the controller, you have this button called the Z button, which is a hidden button, but crucial in a lot of games. And I usually hold it like so. Also on the back of the controller you have this slot right here, which allows a rumble pack like this one to be placed into. The rumble pack comes with batteries. I think it's AAA's. You just insert this pack in the back of your controller, snap it in there, and this rumble pack allows your controller to shake when you get any kind of turbulence or anything like that in your game. You know, today's games have the rumble effect already built into the controller, but with the 64 you actually have to buy the accessory rumble pack for that effect to happen, which I think is kind of cool, that you kind of have to take an extra step to get the rumble effect. Maybe it's just me. I was raised in the 90s, so yeah, that's the rumble pack. This right here is the controller plug-in, and this plugs right into your Nintendo 64. The Nintendo 64 allows 4 controllers to be plugged in here. A little closer here. I think it's pretty cool. Most of the games today only allow 2 players, but the 64 you can have the split cross screen of 4 different players playing one game. I remember being a kid and having all my friends come over, and we'd have tournaments and whatnot. So that's pretty cool. It allows you to have up to 4 players to play on the game. The one bummer thing is the Nintendo 64 controllers have cords, unlike the controllers today that are mostly wireless. So you do have to watch out for people stepping in front of you or family pets tripping on the cord while you're playing, but not too big a deal. And this just comes out pretty easy here. Next thing I want to get into is setting up your Nintendo 64 to your TV. Now, if you have a newer TV, flat screen, don't be worried. I have a Vizio that I've had for 5 years and a Polaroid that I've had for 6 months or so that are flat screens, very new TVs, and my 64 still works on them. So don't let that discourage you or think that you can't play this game because you don't have a old school TV from the 90s, the box, the bricks. So this plug-in right here, this big space right here, allows for your power cord to be plugged in. This is the box. On the back there's a little push down on the box there, and just insert it into your Nintendo 64. At the other end of this is the power cord. Obviously you just plug into a outlet, and that allows you to get power to your 64. This other plug-in right here allows the picture to be projected onto your TV. So it looks like this. Here's your plug-in right here. It just plugs in the back. And at the other end you have this white, yellow, and red plugins that will plug in the back of your TV. If you just change the input to AV and turn the power on, your 64 should be up and running. This is a old school way of getting the game console picture onto the TV. Nowadays you got the HDMIs. So I mean, just think of it as a throwback HDMI. And like I said, most TVs, if not all, have these plugins in the back. And that is pretty much it. That's the Nintendo 64. I would recommend this product for any retro gamer, hardcore gamer, or just any kind of kids at any age. My son's 5 years old, and he's has access to the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and he still prefers to play the 64, even with the graphics and all the effects that come with the new consoles. He still loves playing this. So it ranges from all different type of people, families, and things of that nature. So that is my review on the Nintendo 64. Thanks for watching. Comment or like on this video, and have a good day.